I could hit this though. Y'all, it is a great day to be alive because I'm here with the 2024 Ford Ranger Raptor, and we're gonna get it out in the dirt just for you. Now, if you're interested in the regular Ranger, we got you covered. We've got a first drive of that pickup truck, so head on over to Edmunds.com for all the info. All right, so what do we have here? Well, we've got a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine, just as God intended, with 405 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. And what's really cool about that horsepower is that it's going to keep almost maximum power all the way up into the red line. So later on today, when we get into Baja mode, it's gonna be pretty dope. In terms of drive modes, I've got normal just for hanging out on the street. There's a sport mode as well. Off-road is good for just regular trail driving. Right now, I'm in rock mode and 4 low. And then of course, you've got my favorite, Baja, baby. So we're on a little slow speed, tighter trail just so we can test out the slow speed technical rock crawling. And y'all, this truck could take a lot more. I have absolutely no complaints here. First of all, I love the visibility. I can see out over this hood, no problem. I love the beefy steering wheel. It just feels so good in my hands, and the weight of the steering is perfect for off-roading. Totally digging it. And I love the Raptor's size. It's super small, it's super nimble. I can really get through on a tighter trail without having to worry about scratching up my paint. So at each wheel, I've got Fox 2.5-inch internal bypass shocks, and those are live valve. I really, really love these shocks. They're super comfortable, and I can't wait to jump it and see what happens. I've even got some reservoirs in the back to keep things cool once we start going super crazy fast. Yeah, buddy! Of course, tires here are of utmost importance, and Ford has given us a set of 33-inch BFG all-terrains. I love me some BFGs. Now, you can put 35s on here, but remember, you're gonna have a little bit of caveats. Number one, you're gonna lose a little bit of travel. Number two, these Fox live valve dampers are position sensitive, so you're gonna have to move some sensors around as well. So when you get behind the wheel of the 2024 Ranger Raptor, you are greeted with this giant screen, and I love having all this real estate. And here's something that's cool. You press this button right here, you immediately are taken to your forward-facing camera, and then it takes a minute, but you do get some off-road pages. Now, you have your front and rear lockers and your trail control. I wish that those were a hard button. It's kind of hard to press these while you're moving around, but it's nice that they're all in one place. And then you can also get access to what your pitch and roll data is as well. As far as tech, you've got wireless Apple CarPlay, which I think is pretty darn cool, plus all of the ADAS features you could ever possibly want, and for some reason, a sketch pad. I mean, check it out. Look at this. You can have a sky. You can make a sun. I never said I was an artist, but look, there you go. Artistry aside, I do love the heated seats in this vehicle. They do not quit ever. You will have hot cross buns until the day you die. So I'm really digging all of the orange trim in here, and these seats have got more bolstering than like the standard Ranger. I could use just a little bit more for off-road shenanigans, but the trade-off is that they're still really comfortable when you're just normally driving on the street. Another thing I love, 6 auxiliary switches. If you have ever tried to wire lights or a winch or anything into your vehicle, it's so nice to have these switches already here. And there's a good amount of storage here too, right? I've got a wireless charger here, and then like, check out this little shelfie bin. Dig it, and an upper glove box. Oh yeah. So the coolest thing about the back seat is that you don't have to have a back seat if you don't want to. Now, you do have to move these seats forward in order to make this flip all the way down, but you can always move them back into your preferred position. I'm also not a fan that like it's the whole thing, like you lose your entire back seat, so no more passengers for you, but it's nice that it folds down flat, right? Then, this might not be new, but you still have under seat storage. Ooh, fancy. And when you actually do have to sit back here, I mean, there's plenty of room. There's even some storage back here. I've got a USB-C and a USB-A, and check it out, 120 volts. So you can make some margaritas after you're done with your trail ride. Now you've only got one bed size here, but check it out. I got 400 watts of power right there and a 12 volt. I love having some electricity to the bed. You can run some power tools. You can run your TV for tailgating. Like there's a lot of options here. Also new this year, look at how wide we are between the fender wells. They were able to push these wheels out to the side a little bit so you can actually fit an entire sheet of plywood flat. That is pretty rad. I got plenty of tie-down anchors in here, and I even have some lighting so you can see what's going on in your bed. Now my tailgate is nice and damp, so it doesn't make a lot of noise, and it's pretty easy to lift up even with one hand. But here's what I don't like. The standard Ranger has got these cool little steps right here. I don't have that, and I want that. You could put one in here. You can't put one on the other side because of the exhaust. They didn't want an asymmetrical design. Who cares about asymmetry? Give me this step. Now, if you're gonna tow and haul, you guys, off-road goodies come with utility compromises. Here, I can tow about 5,500 pounds. That's about 2,000 pounds less than in the regular Ranger. And payload, about 1,400 pounds. That's about 400 pounds less than that regular Ranger. But you know what? You can't put a price on fun. Now this right here is called a Watts linkage. This is a little bit more complicated than what you'd find on the standard Ranger, but it's going to keep this solid axle just moving up and down like this, not side to side. So it should provide a little bit better of a ride, but you're gonna have to be really on the pipe to feel it. I do like that my spare tire, my spare KO3 is nice and tucked up just like a nice little piggy. You're not gonna hit anything off-road with this. Here we go. Baja mode on the track. It's muddy and it's slick, so let's see when these nannies actually kick in. Now, Baja mode is definitely gonna let me stay on the pipe a lot more, and it's gonna keep my revs high, which is exactly what I like, but I am definitely sliding around. I do like these KO3 tires. We're up at like maybe 30 PSI or so, so we're aired down just a little bit, but not too much. Maybe if we aired down a little bit more, we'd have just a little bit more grip, but we're doing okay. Yeah, they've got cones out for us for braking, and I'm trying to be nice and not get this truck too sideways, but it's pretty easy. I do feel the nanny's kicking in just a tiny little bit, but it's not bad. You can still kind of like power through, keep on the gas, and get the truck to rotate through some of these turns. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go. All right, we're going into a fast section now, so I'm gonna get on the gas a little bit earlier. Little bit of a mud puddle here. Let's brake into it. There we go. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Come on, come on, come on. Go, go, go. Yeah! Ah! They said I could hit this, so. Cool, that was fun. All right, let's go back to high school, shall we, in geometry class. So back here, I've got a departure angle of about 26 degrees. That's pretty good. My breakover angle in the middle, 24 degrees. Again, not too bad. I've got a suspension lift plus 33-inch tires, so my total ground clearance is 10.7 inches. I might want a little bit of a lift, but I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm mad at? This, right here, approach angle. It's only 33 degrees, and that is the worst in the class. Fuel efficiency is, of course, less than the standard Ranger, coming in at 16 miles per gallon in the city, 18 on the highway, and 17 combined. Now, starting price is right around $57,000 when you factor in destination charges, or about $9,000 more than the Chevy Colorado ZR2. And for how it compares to the competition, well, Toyota hasn't released the Tacoma TRD Pro yet, so right now the Ranger Raptor is going against the ZR2, and I don't know which one I like better. And that's because, frankly, nothing we did today really challenged this truck. This should have 10 inches of wheel travel in the front and 11 inches in the back, but I don't know, because we didn't get it out in any kind of whoops. So I really want to get this truck out on my home turf so I can really see what it can do. But first impressions, very, very impressive. For more information, go on over to Edmunds.com. We've got a lot of written articles about this truck where we go into the nitty-gritty just for you.